Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I would like to welcome you to episode 12 of this Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, Vive la France! Obviously, as the French. In the last episode, we were continuing to try and beat the Germans back. We finally lost our holdout group that was up here, which lost us 29 divisions, something like that, which was a pretty heavy loss, honestly. I would very much like to have had them on this line here. These guys are still holding, though not for very much longer. I think these guys are going to fall very, very soon. However, Italy is falling pretty rapidly. The Germans have managed to push down into the south. They are now attacking our Alpine troops. However, they are pretty well dug in with some forts, level 5, is it? Yes. Level 5 forts plus Alpine troops. I'm more worried about this thin line here than I am the guys over there. So if these guys can get a little bit of time to dig in, then they might actually be able to achieve something. The other thing I'm considering is launching an offensive along here to try and take Luxembourg. Or try and take this line, rather. Thought I may reduce that front line slightly. You're not going to let me do that. How do I edit? Edit mode. There we are. I actually want you to do that. Alright. So we are being assaulted and we are currently defending. You did catch a couple of my guys moving, but we have a very well entrenched army there. Basically, we just need time to entrench. It does look like we have basically got complete air superiority. Yeah, our fighters are reinforced to more or less the maximum number. And we have almost 2,000 planes there, which I'm pretty sure are British planes. In fact, we can check air superiority if we click on one of these guys. Germany, enemy air superiority. Yep, that is us. We have it. Huzzah! Alright. They're attacking our line here. Not much I can do about that. Although it does look like, yep, we are repulsing them. We would like to keep these two spots because Strasbourg and Mulhouse are keeping us supplied there. These guys are out of supply, but there's not much I can do about it. Except there were no troops there. If you keep on moving, then I might try and jump through. Because if we can connect this up, then we would have supply again. Unfortunately, they do keep moving troops through. No. It's not bad. Actually, what I should do is move. Do I have any quick troops here? You're all slow. You're all slow, and you are all slow. What, you've moved? Maybe? I really need to get better encryption so I can actually see what the Germans are trying to do here. They're launching assaults, we are winning. Part of what we are doing right now is just waiting for preparation for this assault here. How are we done? We are quarter done. Preparation for that assault will take a long time, but then it will actually be a pretty hard push, and I'm hoping that that will force the Germans to shift troops to this front to counter me. It does mean that we won't have the entrench bonuses anymore, which is unfortunate, but I need to put some pressure on them. And again, nothing there. Why can't you move? I can move you. No, go there. So we can connect these four. Does mean we'll lose Mulhouse, but I want to get these guys supplied if we can. Oh, you got attacked. It'd be too dangerous moving. You know what I can do? I can move one of you guys. Oh, damn it. They're keeping up the pressure there and quite a good... Oh, hello. Why are we losing here? Support. No. It's one of my radar stations as well. Irritating. There's not much I can do to reinforce you. I'm not under attack. You, move here. And then there. Hopefully you're able to get there before they come and assault us. And that would allow me to put some more pressure on in this little cluster here, which would be very nice. How's the preparation going? Roughly halfway. Both of you are being assaulted in quite a bad way. In fact, Italy has moved all of their troops back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift you to there, and you into there to help fortify. You could actually go and occupy their fort here. So you no reason not to do that. And you go down there and help him. You there. Attack unit. Here, Annecy. So we want to keep control of that. Right, take Turin. Get that. Bring in some troops to help support. So if you hold down control and then right click, you see you get the blue arrow there. That means they're supporting the offensive, but they won't actually move into that space when it falls, if it falls. Unfortunately, we can't use them to push. No. We're actually winning that fight now. Interesting. Just need to keep on pushing them. They did take that spot. That is irritating. Okay, so we have Grand Assault, which gives us more breakthrough and more soft attack. Actually, having great breakthrough would be really quite helpful. And we could continue doing our military doctrine, but I'm also quite tempted to take more of the infantry techs. For example, improved infantry regiment. And there was something else I wanted to think about doing. Oh yeah, encryption. Sorry, decryption. Yeah, we want decryption. Doctrines are nice, but I want to know exactly how many troops the Germans actually have in these spots. It does look like we're doing quite a lot of damage down there, which is nice. How prepared are you? Still working on it. Okie dokie. How are we doing here? Oh, we've pushed them back! We've linked! Yes! As long as they don't bring any more reinforcements in there. Soviet Union's declared war on Estonia, okay. Oh, you pushed in again. Damn it. Grab that. Hopefully before they can reinforce, though I'm not seeing anyone there moving. And once we have this link again, these guys will be in supply and we can pull them back to defend this little area there. And that will force the Germans to pull more troops back to hold that area. And we can honestly continue to push in here. Actually, what I would quite like to do is get behind you so that you are isolated and then we can kill it. Yeah, Italy is definitely falling, which is lovely. Oh, they reinforced. Grr. We are, however, winning all the other fights. We're getting there. Well, it looks like the Germans are doing a bit of a pushback here. They pushed out there. They are... You have 20 divisions! 20! Put them somewhere else! More useful! Yeah, you're just going to keep on attacking me, aren't you? Can you assist? Yes, you can. No, you can't. No, you just got repulsed. That's irritating. You'll need to wait for a little more organisation to return, then we can push again. Grab that, please. How are we doing in production right now? We're catching up on that need again. We have sufficient light tanks. We are slightly short on support equipment. How many tanks are we actually saving up now? We have 130. I think we would be entirely vindicated in doing that. We're going for a heavy tank doctrine here, not light tanks. Heavy tanks is ramping up, though we still need more. We are not producing any more Toad AT. That is not good. We do want to be producing some of those. Fighters, I think I'm going to go to half production, because in fact I'm going to go to that, because Great Britain is doing the fighter production for us, and that allows us to concentrate on our ground forces. Even if our fighters are absolutely amazing now. Are we getting through here? Please create that link. Please, please, please. You're going to try and come down behind us. You know what? I don't like not being in the mountains here. We're going to be losing our forts. Stay in the Alps. Don't lose these forts. That'll be very bad. And stay in Nice. Definitely stay in Nice. Do a support there to try and kill them. We'll just push back and hold that area. Yes, we made the link. Fantastic. Alright, you lot. Should be in a different army, quite frankly. How do I detach you? Like that. That's how. Okay, so who can we merge together? You're on your own flank, you're on your own. You are in a flank. Really, there are 25 of you here. Interesting. Do I have a general to give you? No, I don't. Do you guys have a general? You do. You should be Tassini. And then you can be the field marshal guy I just opened up, and you can hold that position. That is your... No, hang on. Your job is to hold that. Do not lose it. How are you doing? Almost. Almost ready for the big push back. How are we doing? We are okay. Italy is definitely losing more than we are, but I think they are being pushed back here. Oh, I can modify my government. Can I? I'm not really converting stuff. I don't need political power. Don't need trade deals. Don't think I need construction speed. Armor and hard attack or max speed and reliability. I think I probably want armor and hard attack, which would be our heavy tanks. Yeah, that I don't care. Light aircraft. Ah, here we go. Fighter agility and max. I don't need fighters anymore though. We're beating them there. Small arms research. That's all research, which is nice. Industrial research time is also nice. Or some theorists. Land doctrine research time. You know what? We're going to go with that. And then we'll start researching land doctrines again. Because we all need to. And your front is going to have to include that, I'm afraid. Definitely need more troops. Do we have any more troops that have been produced? Yes. You lot. Join that line. No. Join that line. Then you join him. How are you doing? Nearly there. Right, we're nearly ready for the big push. We have improved artillery. Fantastic. And I think we will continue to improve our artillery. And we will also switch to artillery 2. We do need some more. We're still producing troops? We should be. We are still waiting for heavy tanks. But the troops are at least being trained. Heavy tanks and towed anti-tank. Both of which should now be under better production. Yes, they are. Alright, good. The Germans are launching a pretty big offensive here, unfortunately. It would be very nice if we could keep hold of Marseille, otherwise these guys will be cut off. Well, actually they'll have Nice and Turin still. Could actually allow you to launch your offensive. Do I want to? Do you have any? Yeah, you're fully prepared for that. Do it. I really want to start my offensive up here, because the Germans are really pushing us down this end. I really don't want the Germans coming up behind us, which they will. Yeah, we need to say Genoa. Japan declared war on the Netherlands, which will, I think, yep. Oh, they're attacking Denmark. Interesting. So Japan's entered the war on the German side, and Denmark's entered the war on ours. And that should remove some of the German troops, especially. Still so many troops here. Arrgh. England, stop being rubbish. And they declared war on Norway as well. Interesting. Yeah, you need to get there pronto. Alright, let's go and hold this line again. Or do we want to continue pushing Italy? It's just that we can't hold the stuff behind us is the problem. Can you push yet? Strategic bombing visibility, okay, cool. Air superiority and ace generation, bomber defense. You know what, I don't need any more air doctrine. I would, however, like some more land doctrine. So, what are we going to go for? We're going to go for assault or infiltration. Assault is motorized, mechanized, even more max planning. Infantry, organization, breakthrough, even more max planning and planning speed, which is quite nice. Or more infantry, breakthrough and organization, tank organization, supply consumption, land attack, organization, recon, reinforce. Now we're doing planning for sure. Might as well go all out. Call to arms from the Netherlands. Call to arms from the UK. I think it's time. Launch the push. Lots of green numbers. I approve of this. Because we want to push the Germans back. And we want to put pressure on them, basically from every angle that we can. Actually, you don't have a... Is that you lot? That is you lot. I should really have given you an objective as well. Your objective can be that. Start planning it, and then we'll do a push back. see how this works. Legionary Romania has joined German Reich as our enemy. Oh, I thought they already had. Or had they just not entered the war? They're in the Axis, but not in the war. That could well be. Okay, we've taken Genoa, which is another supply point. Trotsky survives assassination attempt. After a violent struggle in his Mexico City home earlier today, Leon Trotsky killed a would-be assassin with an ice axe the man tried to attack him with. That's what actually killed Trotsky. The killer has been identified as a Spanish national believed to have been the employee of the NKVD. Trotsky was once the top lieutenant and heir presumptive of Vladimir Lenin, but after a failed power struggle, he was forced into exile from Soviet Union by Joseph Stalin. Speaking to the press, Trotsky denounced the attempt on his life as yet another cowardly plot hatched by Stalin to silence his critics. That could well mean that Trotsky comes back and ousts Stalin, which would be interesting. Expeditionary force from the Netherlands. They want to send us 3 units. Yes, 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 absolutely. You. Assign to that front. Because I need to hold this line while this line is pushing. Though after the initial victories, the Germans seem to be holding us a bit more. Let's go down to speed 2 again. We are, however, still pushing here, I think. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shorten my line because this is getting ridiculous. I'm going to say that I've lost this bit, and these troops, before they get stuck in there, I'm going to add to this group. Oh, what happened here? Son of a... Why did you lose the city? You have no supply again. God damn it. I should have just sat you all in Strasbourg. I'm going to lose 24 men again. Ah! Right, what was I saying? You lot? Yes, you lot. Your front line is none of that. Your front line is that. Your front line is also that. And you are being wasted there. Who was that? Alphonse Georges. So you should be that guy. Another field marshal, which then gives you Tassini. Where are you even? Why don't you just merge with him? That would make more sense. I think that was just one man that was left from this group. I can't believe that we lost this area, for goodness sake. Okay, so offensive is still going along there. How's production? We still need guns, we have light tanks, we have support, we need a little bit of artillery, though not much. We don't need many more aircraft, we need lots of heavy tanks still, and we need lots of towed anti-tank. Let's reduce our aircraft production even more. You guys should be shifting down to this flank. Yes, you are. And you have prepared an offensive, right? Yes, you have. And you are currently in preparation. Good. And in terms of how are we doing? Still 28%. We're okay. I mean, we'll lose some more victory points when we lose this area. Denmark seems to be holding pretty strong. The Germans... Oh no, that's Norway. Never mind. From a distance, your flag looks almost identical. Sorry, Norway. Ooh, we have Americans up here. Interesting. There's not much I can do about you lot. Because you lost that one. You won't even move to Nancy. You lose recovery because you have no supply. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the... I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell who's winning down here. It's so messy. I would have to say it's us, though. Yeah, the Brits are now garrisoning the part I abandoned. Interesting. You could do with a front line. You know what? Your front line is this. Your objective is going to be that. All of these numbers are us still trying to push out. Still got enough manpower, still got national unity. Let's speed up a bit again. I think we've definitely forced the Germans to relocate troops up here. Okay, and we got stack wipe there. No surprise. Just one less area that we need to worry about. I think I need to cancel that plan. Are we digging in again? Some of you are. We still have massive preparation bonuses, so we can keep on pushing, I think. Actually, one thing I just thought of is we could upgrade our tanks, because we have got a lot of army experience. Ah, improved computing machine, more research speed, marvelous. That's in 42. Get better radar. More production, 41. We're still in September, so not quite. Get more factory repair speed though. I think we'll do that. And we are still working on this. More armor. That's 525 points. That's 455. I think we just wait for the 455 points that we will need to do that. I think that's totally acceptable. Okay, the push is working again. Oh no, they're pushing back. Slightly. Why are my tanks defending? No, it's just because de Gaulle is there. Fair enough. Yeah, it does look like we've actually secured this area of Italy now. How's Italy looking? They must be getting a bit shaky. Fall of Tallinn. Estonia was annexed. Ooh, Italy are down to half. Capitulate when it has 15% or less. Oh. Controls 82 will capitulate when we have less than 39. Interesting. Oh, there's a big German army gathering over here. The Dutch. We're retaking the Dutch area. Ha, okay. You know what? This is starting to go a little bit better than I had expected. We managed to halt the advantage and we are now definitely pushing back. We are holding the line up here, though your big stack seems to have disappeared. We lost the army there. Norway has not fallen. Italy is falling very quickly. In fact, we're pushing down through Sicily too. Don't know if we'll be able to keep our holdings here, though. I think the Germans have had to relocate a lot of troops over this side in order to deal with the assault there. So our little incursion seems to have done its job. And our pushback over here is definitely making them pay. We're putting a lot of pressure, and I think that pressure that we're putting here is taking pressure off elsewhere. Free military factories, that's amazing. Haven't had those for ages. And we've almost filled the need for tanks, towed armor as well, which is great. Okay, we need more artillery, so let's start allocating more to artillery. Our heavy tank production is ramping up nicely. How's production going? Oops, wrong one, that one. Still working. Okay, we have support weapons 3, which makes our infantry defense and breakthrough even better, which is fantastic. I think we can get the improved infantry equipment now, which gives us more softer tank, which is good against their infantry armies. Oh, I have not read any of these results for a long time. We lost a destroyer, 2 bombers. We destroyed a bomber. We sank 4 convoys. We lost a destroyer and 3 aircraft. We sank 3 convoys. Britain lost a heavy cruiser but sank 2 convoys. They lost 3 convoys. They lost 3 convoys. Convoys. Alright, we're doing a lot of damage to Italian shipping at least. Convoys. Oh, and they lost a battleship. Ouch. Another heavy cruiser, convoys and aircraft. Convoys. Though this is probably over a certain amount of time. We lost a destroyer. We seem to be alright though. Enemy has air superiority over the Alpine region. Do I care about that? Possibly. Because I think we're completely dominating them in northern France now. So I could shift this group down here somewhere to there. And you lot can fly in there. And you can be air superiority. And hopefully that will help retake some of those skies. And we have enough points to upgrade the tanks now, which is what we are going to do. In fact, we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, then please do hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any tips or advice for me, then please do leave a comment in the section below. I'll catch you next time.